So today we are going to see about animations in Android Studio. So animation is the process of creating motion and shape changes and the location changes. It can be performed based on some parameters such as the start value, end value, and size of the views, and time duration, and the motion duration, and rotation, the angles of every object, etc. And it can be applied to any type of views in Android application. So in this video, we are going to develop a small application for animation using some process. So fade in, fade out, zoom in, zoom out, slide down, slide up, and bounce, rotate. So these are our tasks we are going to execute in this video. So let me see, guys, how to perform animation in Android Studio with an example. So initially, this is our developing window and it is an empty activity. So I'm going to design some page for the animation. Just I'm going to code. So I want to do some changes. I want to design my home activity page. Okay, fine. So initially it is a constraint layout. So here I am changing as per my logic for relative layer. So relative layer is comfortable for my example. That's what I am changing here. So initially I am usually I want the image view. That's what I'm creating that, and actually with is match with parent, and height is also matched parent, and another one property is ID. Just simply I'm giving image, and here I want to store some image into the image view. So and I wanna paste into drive folder. And now I'm storing this. So here I am call the image through the src attributes and add a drawable. So this one image, and after that just close the image view. So initially I'm created an image view, and so we need some buttons for do some tasks. So whenever I click on the button, the particular task will perform on this image, right? So here I am creating another one layout. So linear layout inside the relative layers. So width is match with parent, and this one is a wrap. So wrap content, and so this ID is button layout. So this layout only I'm creating for the buttons. Okay, because I'm going to place some buttons on this linear layout. That's why I'm giving the name here. Layout and layout align. So parent bottom. Parent bottom equal to true. So So and another one thing is orientation. So is like vertical. So initially I have done some basic things of linear layout. So after that, after that I'm creating another one linear layout. So inside the linear layout, this is the nested layout call, guys. Okay, just try to understand this. And with this match parent and content, another one property is orientation. So this time I'm giving the horizontal wise. It's not work because my all buttons are I'm storing this button horizontal wise. Okay, there are 4 lines required. That's what I am giving orientation here horizontal. After that, the weight sum equal to 2. So inside the linear layout, I am going to create some buttons for my process. So the first button, the button is 0 dp. And the height is match parent, and the ID equal to. So this button for fad in operation. So that's what I'm giving. The name is a fad in. And text is fad in, and text all caps equal to false. So first button has been created here. So layout weight is 1. Layout weight equal to 0. Okay, fine. We created one thing, and again I'm copy and paste it here. This is fad out, and the text is fad out. First line of button row. So I'm going to create another one row, second row. So again I will call the linear layout here, and that is a parent which match with parent, and the height is raw content. So based on the content it will be expanded, and the orientation is horizontal only, and after that the weight sum equal to 2. After that, so inside the linear layout I'm going to create the second row buttons. So just simply I'm copying this button code, and I will schedule it. So the name is zoom in, and it's and the text also zoom in. So again I'm copy this code and again store nearby the zoom in button, and again here I change the ID, zoom out, and text also zoom out. The second row also completed. Again I'm going to create a third row for this. I'm just copy the entire layout and just I'm changing attribute only. So this is it. So this is the first button, third row, first button for slide down, slide underscore down, and the text also slide down. And for the second button is slide up. Text also slide up. So third row is ready, and fourth row button also we need. Just I'm just copy the entire layouts and again over here. So here I'm changing the fourth row first button ID for bounce. For the text also bounce, and second button the same row. So this button for so regarding the rotate. And text also I'm changing here as rotate. Okay, fine guys, we successfully made a design. So this is the image view, and so these are the buttons. These buttons are arranged by using the linear layout, as well as these all designs are contains the relative layout. Okay guys, so based on that, so each process, each animation task having some property. Okay, the animation property. So these animation like the duration and the fade in, fade out, timing, and the movement ratios. So these are things is contains the property of animation, and we have to create this animation property through the XML file only. So after done the your designing part, just go to the project of structure and click on the resource folder and okay. So here initially I created one anim folder. So after that, just right click on the new folder. You have created a directory and right click it and go to new, and just click on the file, choose the file, and you have to create one XML file for each task. So how many tasks is there? Totally 8 tasks is there. You have to create 8 XML file inside the animation folder. Okay, so how to create that? For example, I want to create first one thing for fade in. So I want to create XML file for fade in process. So just I am creating file fade underscore in dot XML. So you have to give the name with extension. Just after that giving the name, just click enter. So this XML file has been created here. Okay, you can directly write your XML code here and set and so inside the set tag you can. So for example, you want to create alpha, like mean it's like duration and the duration speed like that. Now you can create. If you want to measure, rotate, or scale, or set translate. So these are the property, the animation properties there. You can create XML file for your task. Okay, so already I have created 8 process. So just I'm copy from my source. So I will share along with this video or this XML file you can utilize, and you can already I have created. So you can see this example for bounce. So here's the translate, because bounce means what happened, it's bottom to up to bottom. Okay, the XY coordination here mentioned, and you can. So this XML file nothing but guys, it's only for the properties of your animation. Okay, so just I'm copy this XML file from my source, because I'm already written for animation property. Just I paste this XML file into the animation folder. So these 7 XML file I will now, as of now, available for my project. I can directly get from this property to my code. So after the creating XML file for every task, so just go to the main activity, and so first I'm going to create I'm going to write a code for fad in for every buttons. So first I'm start with fad in button. So fad in dot set on click listener for that, and so my image view name is image. So image dot visibility equal to, so view dot visible, and so here I'm just declaring a variable for animation. So val of animation equal to animation utils. So animation utils dot load animation, and inside this I'm pausing the value. So this means the current activity. I'm called the XML the animation property resource dot animation folder dot. So what the function, what the task for that, fad in. So here I'm called the fad in XML file, and after that, so here I'm using this image dot start animation, start animation, and inside the parameter is animation. See guys, we return one start on click listener for listener event for the fad in button. So here we have some property, the animation property in fad in XML. Here I load this property into the image for some the fad in process. So now I'm going to create another one process. So this time I'm using for fad out button. So set on click listener. So here I directly created for animation variable equal to animation utils dot load animation, where from we load. So the same activity resource folder and anim directory, inside the anim directory. So the properties is written inside the fad out XML file. So after load the properties, and here directly I am activate the start animation property for the image view. So here start animation for animation. So after that we have to create the handler because so we have to feel the fad in fad out. Okay, so we leave it as the same code now. So we cannot see the animation. We have to do some delay process for the view of the animation. That's what here I'm additionally add some additionally handler. So here the handler dot post delay. For why the delay? So the delay for our image view. So image view visibility so equal to so view dot go. So comma the delay time is so 1000 nanosecond. So dot is go only. Okay, fine. So the 1000 millisecond, this visibility is getting delay for them. Okay, and we can write this handler and the fad in also. So fad in we can realize that, but the fad out we cannot realize it directly. That's what I'm written handler function here. Okay. So now I'm going to create another one process, zoom in process. So I directly call the function. So zoom in dot set on click listener. So this is the val animation equal to animation utilities dot load animation, and insert the load animation load in the XML files. So this is source dot and name dot so fad in XML. So after that, for zooming, just I'm starting the image animation, start animation, and property variable is animation. In same way, I'm going to write for zoom out also. Just I'm copy and paste it here. So this is zoom out. So here is zoom in only. Here is so zoom out. Okay, fine. So after that, I'm just copy and paste it here. So this time I'm going to write for slide down and slide up. So I'm called the slide down dot set, and the XML file name is slide down, and remaining as same. Just I'll copy again and paste it here. So this time for slide up, and the XML file name is slide up. Slide up. And the two more is remaining. And what is the two more? The bounce and rotate the last row methods. So last row buttons. I'm just on copy paste. This time I'm going to write for bounce button. And the XML file name is bounce button. And the last one is rotate. And so the XML file name is rotate. Okay guys, we successfully written the code for task code for all buttons. So totally how many events we have written. So fad in, fad out, zoom in, zoom out 4, and slide down and slide up and bounce. So it's totally we have done. We have written 8 function or 8 on-click listener for our task. So now we have to check whether this code is working or not. Okay, just I am going to layout. So again I am checking is there any error is there. So everything is fine. Now I'm going to run. So this project, this application through the emulator, and just I'm starting my emulator, and let me check whether it's working or not. See guys, the results came. So I want to check every process working or not perfectly. So first I want to check the padding. So now I'm clicking the padding. So the image getting the padding, and so I'm clicking the pad out. The image is hidden, so with pad out. And now I'm zooming my image, so it's getting zoom and zoom out. So it's getting zoom out, and here the slide down. It's the slide down, and now the slide up. So okay, and the bounce. So up down. Okay, fine, and the rotate. Okay, fine, guys. The all processor is working very good manner, and so okay. Thank you so much, guys, and we will meet next session.